Hi, my name is Kiefer Sutherland. My grandfather, Tommy Douglas, introduced universal public health care in Canada. Social Security is important to me and my family, and I believe to every one of us. Each and every day, Social Security improves people's lives. Social Security does more than provide insurance in times of need. It ensures dignity, contributes to social stability, and is a driver for sustainable economic development. It is a fundamental universal right. Social Security makes a difference. Our world is facing challenges. Globalization is evolving rapidly, sometimes for the better, sometimes not, bringing risks that no country can avoid. The recent economic crisis has shown that Social Security is essential to protect the vulnerable, to secure social cohesion, and to help economic recovery. In an ever-changing world, Social Security must continually adapt. Let's look at the challenges.
Our populations are aging. By 2020, 1 billion people will be over 60. By 2050, it will be 2 billion. The number of oldest old, aged 80 or older, is projected to rise from 90 million today to more than 400 million in 2050. Over 1/5 of Europe's population is already over 60. On the whole, this region is pushing forward with the reforms that population ageing requires. But ageing is a global issue that no country can ignore. Addressing population ageing requires policies that invest in future human capital. Individuals must be given the opportunity to work, and we owe it to seniors to offer them an active role in society. Nevertheless, major demographic change requires an answer to the question of how Social Security should be financed. Social Security systems have proven their worth as a response to crisis. But this has been achieved on the basis of a higher than expected cost. The depletion of Social Security reserve funds and higher levels of public debt have weakened many Social Security systems. Social Security's capacity to ensure ongoing social cohesion and to respond to future instability may be less effective. What about populations without coverage? Do we not expect Social Security to provide a degree of protection to all? The history of Social Security provision in industrialised countries is one of a continuous reduction in poverty and vulnerability. These outcomes are essential for social stability and economic growth. The United Nations Millennium Development Goals have placed the fight against poverty in the international spotlight. Globally, 80% of the world's working age population lacks full access to Social Security coverage, and about 1/3 has no access to healthcare. To extend Social Security coverage to all is to ensure dignity and well-being. It is to develop and enrich society. It is to contribute to global stability and equity. The performance of Social Security administrators will be judged as a measure of their ability to apply sound governance. At all times, Social Security administrations must be accountable and decisions about benefits and investments transparent. Public trust in Social Security is key and will surely grow as further gains in sound governance are made. Political will at the highest level is essential to extend social security coverage to all. This is crucial in times of crisis, when social security has shown to be a driver for economic recovery and for poverty alleviation. We must investigate all possible ways to finance social security, including social insurance, tax revenue, and even support from international aid. Decisions are required about the appropriate roles of the state, civil society, and commercial insurance in delivering social security. And efforts to extend access to social security and healthcare must take into account the different design needs of cash benefit and healthcare systems. If social security for all is our goal, then universal access to a basic floor of social security is essential. However, a social floor is not sufficient alone. All countries must strive to ensure adequate and comprehensive social security for all. Regardless of the choices made, social security organisations must work closer alongside policymakers. To build inclusive and productive societies, social security must be proactive. This is dynamic social security.
Social security organizations and each and every one of us must work to create a world with universal access to social security. This is an inalienable human right that member organizations of the International Social Security Association uphold and defend. We know the challenges. We know the goal. We can make a difference.